Welcome back to another episode of the Searley Talks Warriors podcast, brought to you as usual by the legends at Ortex. Today I'm joined by the one player everyone's been asking for, one of the most exciting talents in the game, Warriors fullback Reece Walsh. Walshy, thanks for jumping on, bro.
Nah, thanks for having me, brother. It's a pleasure to come on and have a chat with you, so I'm looking forward to it, bro.
The man. And a quick recap of the game on Friday, bro. What a win it was. A massive effort from the whole team. 85-minute shift in the end. What was your thoughts on the game?
Oh, look, we started pretty slow, brother. But look, we're happy to come away and get the result. Shawnee nailing that field goal. So, that's a pretty special moment. And I feel like it's a moment that I'll look back on my career and, be proud to be in that game, bro. So it was a good win from the boys.
Yeah, for sure. And you touched on it there with Sean. Both of you in the past have shown you like putting your hand up for those big moments, and that's exactly what we saw on Friday. So is there a set plan going into Golden Point, or do you just kind of both of you take it however it plays out?
Look, I want to take those moments, but, I've got Shawnee there to, he's been there, done that before. So I feel like he's the first option, mate. And then if he needs me there, I'm there. So look, I'm just going to learn off what he does and how he approaches those moments, bro. And definitely from what he done on the weekend, I should be confident and in myself that I can get the job done too. And, really just take some tips off him, how he's feeling, what his mental state's like in those moments. So, I've learned a lot of, what happened on the weekend, brother.
Yeah, that's awesome. And 3 in a row now, and it seems like things are really clicking into place. How's the vibe in the camp, bro? Because from the outside looking in, it seems like the boys have a pretty close bond both on and off the field this year.
Yeah, look, 3 in a row, and we're pretty happy with the wins that we've got, but we don't want to get complacent and be just happy with what we've done. We want to keep pushing forward and keep getting some wins and keep working hard for each other. And like you said, we are a pretty close-knit team, and we do hang out with each other a lot. We're always at the cafe and stuff together. And, some of us boys even had a barbie and stuff on that Saturday after a couple drinks, a bit of a feed. But then, it's really good to be, clicking like we are. And, we've still got so much more room for improvement. And, that's pretty scary. And, once we start clicking on the field, off the field, to just take care of itself. And, yeah, it's going to be an enjoyable year, mate.
Sure, that's exciting to hear. And another big game this weekend against the Roosters. James Tedesco in the number 1 for them. Do you look forward to these individual matchups against those other top-rated fullbacks?
Yeah, bro. A big game this week, and it's a testament to see where we are at as a team, but not only a team. Myself going up against the best fullback in the game at the moment, and it's going to be a pretty special moment, and it's a moment that I'm going to be looking forward to. Going up against someone like Teddy, man, he's pretty inspirational, and he's a player that I look up to and admire. So if we can go out there and give it a good battle and just give my best, and it'll be cool to see where I'm at in my career. He's doing a lot in the game lately, and he's a terrific player, and he's someone that I look up to as a player. And it's going to be a pretty special moment when we run out on the field. I'll be pretty nervous, but it should be a good game, bro.
I'll be backing you in, bro. And let's rewind a little. Born in Queensland, did you always play rugby league when you were younger, coming up?
Yeah, bro. Born in Queensland. I'm born down on the Gold Coast, and yeah, I've always wanted to be a footy player, and my footy's pretty massive in my family. All my brothers and sisters played footy as I was growing up, or every weekend I think I was down at the footy fields, just if it's either watching my old man or watching my brothers play, and then I was watching my sister. So footy's pretty in our blood, mate. So I thought I didn't really want to be anything else than a football player, mate. So I'm pretty happy that I'm living out my dream as a kid, and now I'm doing it, and it's pretty special. I just want to keep getting better each week, and hopefully my daughter can look up to me one day and, inspire to be something special as well. So I know she's going to be doing that.
That's awesome. And you went to Kebra Park, a school pretty well known for league. What is it about that place, bro? Because it seems to be a bit of a factory for NRL players.
Yeah, look, Kebra is pretty well known for their footy, mate. And, you know, my brothers went there, and you know, I followed after them, and you know, there's even a couple of Kebra boys at the Warriors now. You know, Benny Murders and Jesse Arthurs is there, and man, I feel like you just go there and you know, they breed footballers, and you know, the work ethic, the early morning trainings, and the way they put the work into the kids that, you know, get them ready to step up to the NRL level. And you know, I feel like it's a good stepping stone for kids to, if they do want to pursue rugby league, it's an awesome school for that, mate. And you know, the coaches and the teachers there are awesome. And mate, it's I'm pretty happy and grateful to be able to call, you know, that school. That's the school I went to. So
nice. And you represented Queensland in under 16s and 18s, and then Aussie schools as well. And then from there went into a development deal with the Broncos. So what was it like going from like a school sporting setup into a full-time NRL gig?
yeah, it's pretty different, bro, to be honest. Like, you know, you go from school where you get an hour, you know, a day to do football, and you know, you might not even have it every day to go in. You know, you're doing 8 hours of just focus on rugby league. So it does take not a toll on your body, but it takes some getting used to, you know, backing up sessions, and, you know, doing gym and wrestle, and, you know, the physicality of it, you know, the bigger boys. And you probably go from being, you know, one of the best athletes in school to going up against men that are, you know, steps ahead of you. And it's sort of, you just got to, you know, catch your feet and, you know, learn as much as you can on the way, and, you know, just put yourself in a good position to be available whenever. And, you know, I feel like you just got to soak it in and learn as much as you can off the senior players, man. I feel like that's what I try to do. So, yeah.
Yeah, you've done well. And to begin the 2021 season, you started off with the North Devils in the Queensland Cup before signing with the Warriors on a 3-year deal. So how did the opportunity arise to join the club, and what attracted you to the Warriors?
Yeah, obviously I was at Bronx to start the year, and I done preseason there, and it was a pretty tough preseason, mate. You know, went on to playing with Norths, and look, the Warriors it all happened so fast, really. You know, the news broke about Rog leaving, you know, this year, 2022, and there was, you know, a fullback opportunity there, and you know, I sat down with my family and my manager, and I just, you know, I really thought that it was an awesome opportunity for me to, you know, come, you know, get some NRL experience, you know, while Rog was still there, and still learn off him while I could. And what really attracted me, bro, was the opportunity to play first grade, and, you know, also to learn under one of the best fullbacks, mate. And looking back on it now, you know, I think that it's the best outcome for me to depart the Broncos and, you know, come and learn under Rog and experience what it's like to, you know, learn off someone at his ability, mate. Obviously, he was at the Roosters, won a comp there, came over to the Warriors, and, mate, he was just a leader on and off the field. And, you know, even though Bronx did do a lot for me, and, you know, I'm forever grateful for what they did for me, you know, as a kid. I started there when I was 14, so, you know, my time there was crazy, and I'm so grateful for them. I've made a lot of friendships there, and a lot of people that you know, I still thank to this day, and, you know, I wouldn't be where I am without them. And so, you know, I'm forever grateful for what they did for me, and, you know, I'm forever grateful for what the Warriors gave me and are giving my family right now. So, you know, I'm living out my childhood dream, you know, playing NRL, and, you know, I feel like this year's really special, and we're just slowly starting to build, mate. And, you know, it's going to be an awesome and exciting year for us.
For sure. And you mentioned Roger there. You came into the side. He was the captain and the fullback at the time. So what was your relationship like with him? Because he's one of the greats to ever do it at the Warriors. So how was that working under Rog?
Yeah, bro. Look, it was every day I rocked up the train, and I'll just pinch myself, bro. Is this even real? You know what I mean? Like, I just go from school into, you know, training full time with Bronx to, you know, leaving them and then coming to the Warriors and learning from one of the best fullbacks to ever do it at the Warriors, mate. And it's crazy. I still still pinch myself to this day that, you know, I look back on photos. I got photos hanging up in my house of, you know, when I first started playing, and, you know, seeing photos of Rog, and you know, I got to take the field with a player like that, and you know, it's so crazy, mate. And not even saying that, mate, he was an even better person off the field, and you know, it's just crazy to be able to walk around and to be able to talk to someone like him. And you know, I still try and message him as much as I can now, and you know, he's still so nice, and I'm still a bit starstruck, mate, to be honest. And you know, I was just forever grateful for what he did for me, and you know, for him to give me an opportunity to play first grade with him. And you know, he done a lot for my development, mate. And I definitely would not be half the player I was if it wasn't for Rog. So I'm forever grateful for what he did for me, mate.
Yeah, we are too. What a legend, Rog. And after just 2 weeks with the Warriors, you made your debut, bro. A massive game to make your debut. Anzac Clash against the Storm. There was a fair bit of hype around you leading into it as well. So how was that build up for you personally? And what do you remember about your debut game?
Bro, honestly, I just remember Brownie coming to me and, you know, just saying, like, do you think you'd, like, ready to play first grade? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm ready. Like, I'll go out there and have a crack. And he just said, yeah, okay. And didn't really say anything. And I just said, oh, Brownie, like, well, what does that mean? Like, what are you saying to me? He just goes, oh, mate, well, we didn't bring you down here, you know, not play you. So you're going to make your debut this week. And, mate, honestly, it was the best feeling in the world. You know, I was so shocked. And to go out on the field, you know, against Melbourne and on Anzac Day, it's, you know, it's going to be a moment that I'll always look back on and, you know, cherish. You know, 3 weeks before that, I had my daughter. So and it's a crazy moment in my life. You know, having her down there, she'll obviously she won't remember it, but there'll be photos and there'll be times where I'll, you know, when she's old enough, I'll be able to sit down with her and, you know, show her the photos and, you know, show her how special that moment was for myself. But, you know, for us as a family, my partner, and for them to all be there and experience it. It's pretty crazy, mate. And, you know, I'm forever grateful for the Warriors and giving me the opportunity to, you know, bring my family down, bring my daughter down, my partner down, my mum, dad, brothers and sisters. Everyone was there, mate. And, you know, it was a crazy moment, and it's a moment that I'll always look back on and, you know, have a smile about it, mate. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've had an unreal start to your career so far. How have you found your time in the NRL? And is there like a particular memory that stands out to you, or even a welcome to the NRL moment?
Look, it's been awesome, and, you know, it's everything I expected and more. And, you know, I'm still going up against challenges, and, you know, I'm still learning each week, and it's awesome, mate. But one moment that catches my eye would have to be probably my debut game when I think I took a carry and I skipped across the field, and Kenny Bromwich, you know, he folded me, bro, and he hit me that hard. I think I just got up and I said, wow, this is first grade. So this is what I've always wanted to do as a kid. And then, you know, that I felt like I would just hit a brick wall then. And I was just like, wow, am I really doing this? You know what I mean? So that's a moment that stands out for me.
Yeah, and I think people often forget you're still only 19 years old. So what's it like having what seems like a lot of expectation and pressure on you to perform? And how do you deal with that pressure? Because I personally love how you never shy away from the big moments, but seems like you got a bit of an old head on a young man's body at times.
Yeah, look, it is challenging at times, bro, but I feel like, you know, adding Shawnee to the team and, you know, the coaching staff and, you know, the spine, especially, you know, Wade Egan, Chanel Harris-Davida, you know, them boys, you know, they take a lot of pressure off me, and, you know, they remind me that, you know, I still just need to go out there and do my job and play the way I play. And, you know, they'll take care of, you know, directing the team and getting us around the park. And so even while there is pressures of me needing to perform, mate, I don't really feel that at times, because them boys help me so much to be able to take the stress off me and just let me go out there and play football. And, you know, I feel like that's only just starting to show now. I feel like I can just go out there, focus on my job, do my job to my best ability. And, you know, they can sort of just direct me around the field and, where they need me to pop up, I'll be there and put my, front foot forward. So, they're a massive reason to why I don't really feel too much pressure. But in saying that, mate, I've still got a job to do, and I've still got to go out there and put my best foot forward for the team. So, that's what I focus on is, nailing down my role and job throughout the week. And if I can do that right, mate, that takes a lot of pressure off the boys, and which takes pressure off me to, having to do things in big situations where I can just go out there and play football and, do what I do best, and that's play footy.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's fair to say all Warriors fans were excited to see you and Sean join forces this year. It was a pretty hyped combo. So how have you found training and playing with Sean so far? And have you picked up anything from him that you think will improve your game?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, having Shawnee back at the club, and I heard stories about him and what he does. I spent a lot of time talking to Dallin Watene-Zelezniak before he came to the club, and he just said the timing and the time he'll give me at the back, and the things he'll do for me. And I just I really noticed that when he came to the club through preseason. The way he controls the team and the way he calms us down, and takes the little things as wins, and just gets us in the grind, mate. So, it's awesome having him here, and I'm really enjoying playing alongside of him. If there was one thing I could take away from his game is, his calm head, and he never gets flustered or heated, and he's always harping on, the little things, and, getting one-on-ones or wins, and, you not always have to go for that, highlight reel play, percentages and all of that stuff, mate. So, even though that, I've got to be that guy that, does throw that long ball or does chance our hand every now and then, because, their jobs are to do percentages, free me up to be able to, hit that long pass or, do that big moment. So I'm definitely learning a lot off Shawnee, and, I feel like the last couple of weeks we haven't hit our peak at all, so once we do really start clicking and really start playing footy, mate, it's going to be pretty scary, and to see what we can do to teams. Like, the last couple of weeks we've got some pretty good wins, and we haven't really performed at our best ability. So it's going to be pretty special, mate, once we start really nailing down our roles and start really connecting as a spine and playing footy. So it's going to be pretty crazy, bro.
Shit, yeah, that's exciting to hear. And July the 3rd, bro, much anticipated return to Mount Smart against the Tigers. No doubt it'll be a packed house with Warriors fans out in full force. Are you looking forward to finally playing a game at Mount Smart? And what have the boys said about the fans and the setup back here in NZ?
Oh, bro, honestly, I think it gets spoken about each week. Like, we can't wait to get back over to NZ and, play at home for, what it's been 3 years, and, just to put on a performance for, our home fans, and, everyone that's going to come out. It's going to be so special, and the atmosphere, I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. Myself, I haven't even been to New Zealand yet, and, Shawnee talked a lot about, the crowd and the atmosphere, Mount Smart, us running out for the first time. And, man, I think, honestly, it's going to be, for the first time in 3 years, I think it's going to be pretty special. So, we can't wait to get back home, put in a good performance, and, hopefully we come away with a really good win. So, even though it is pretty far away, and, it feels like it's in the back of our head, but, we do speak about it a lot, and it's something that if we can keep building over these next couple of weeks and keep putting in strong performances, we're going to, build up some momentum to get back home and put in a strong effort for, our home fans.
Unreal. And while we're on the topic of New Zealand, it seems like every few weeks there's a fresh report or a new story about your rumoured future plans. But I have to ask, are you looking forward to coming to New Zealand in 2023? Because these rumours have us fans pretty nervous.
Yeah, bro, I do see some of those rumours and stuff, but to be honest, man, I haven't really even, thought about my future or whatever it's going to happen. At the moment, I'm obviously signed to the Warriors for this year, next year. And, mate, honestly, I can't wait to get back and, experience being at home and just having that home stability, mate. But, I just feel like the media sometimes take it too far and try to put words in my mouth and try and make up their own scenarios. But really, nothing's been said. I haven't even, sat down with my manager and all of my family, even spoken about anything like that, mate. Obviously signed with the Warriors, thinking that we're going to be in New Zealand this year even. So, mate, yeah, I wouldn't listen to the media too much, but, mate, I honestly can't wait to get back to New Zealand and experience being there and just being at home, mate. So it's going to be pretty crazy when we get back home.
That's unreal. Great to hear. And you have a young daughter too. So how have you found the experience of being a dad, bro? Because I can see in your face you light up when you mention her. So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, bro, honestly, it's pretty challenging. Me being so young and my partner being, we're both only 19 years old. So, having kids, pretty young, and it's special, mate. And, she's such a shining light in our family, even when we go through our tough times. And, she's always there to, smile, and she always, brings me back to earth. And, when I get home from footy, it's so relieving to see her, her personality, the way she smiles and comes in and sees me. And, it'll be through tough times and happy times, she's still the same, little vibrant girl that just brings energy. And, she's such a special little girl in my eyes, mate. And, everything that I'm doing, or every path that I go down is going to be for her. And, hopefully she can, grow up and be proud of what I do and be proud of me, mate. So I'm just going to, really sit back and enjoy these moments with my little girl, and, to see her growing and building, as a person each and every day. It's really special, mate. And it's, always brings a smile to my face.
That's cool, man. And a bit of rep footy chat as well before we move on. You were named to play in State of Origin Game 2 last year. You would have been the youngest player to do so since Ben Ikin, I think back in 95. So how was the experience of being named in the State of Origin camp, and how gutting was it, I guess, to be ruled out with an injury for that game?
Oh, bro, honestly, I hate actually talking about it, eh? Just,
Fair.
I wish, that didn't happen, but, obviously things do happen for a reason. And, obviously I got injured in that, but, mate, honestly, being in camp with the boys and, experiencing what Origin's all about, and the passion and the lead up to playing at home in Queensland at Suncorp Stadium, just, the 50 odd thousand fans that everyone talks about, you really don't understand it until you're there. And, mate, honestly, hearing that roar when the boys ran out, it was so special. And it's honestly like an addiction, and you want that feeling again. So, mate, honestly, I just want to keep playing good footy, and hopefully I get an opportunity to wear that Queensland jersey. And, when I do get to run out for Queensland one day, whenever that is, I'll make sure that my preparation's right through the week, so something like what happened never happens again. And I'm ready to go. And, I'm ready to go out there and represent my state, my family, the Warriors. And, mate, I just honestly can't wait for the moment to come, whenever that is. So I just got to keep worrying about, club footy and, putting my best foot forward for the Warriors, and, just worrying about my game. And if the opportunity does come up, whenever it does, mate, I'll make sure I'm ready, and, something like that never happens again. So, yeah.
It'll come, bro, for sure. And you have both Indigenous and Māori heritage as well. Is playing in the Allstars game something you'd like to do in the future? And if so, which one would you choose to represent, bro?
Bro, honestly, yeah, look, I'd love to play in the Allstars game, bro. But yeah, it's a hard one to sort of pick, mate. The boys always ask me about it, and one person in particular, Dallin, always rides me about who would you pick, and I'm just like, honestly, I honestly don't know who I would pick. I'm not too strong in either culture, mate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm born in Aussie, and my dad's obviously Aboriginal, my mum's Māori, and I didn't grow up having a strong bond with my mum, so I didn't really get to learn too much about my Māori side. And my dad's not too strong on his Indigenous side either, so they're not either strong. So, mate, honestly, I'd love to learn both cultures and connect back to where I come from, my family comes from. So, look, it's interesting, and when the opportunity does come, and hopefully it does come soon, and I'd be honoured to put on either jersey, mate. So we'll have to wait and see who that is for in the near future. So
good answer. Let's rip into some quick fire questions, bro. What's your favourite things to do outside of footy?
I like gaming a lot, like playing COD with the boys. I like to jump on and play Call of Duty and do those sort of gamings and stuff. But I like to get outside too, bro. I like riding motorbikes and all of that stuff. But, in season, that's probably not the best thing for me. So I think in season, I connect back to, staying off my feet, playing, video games, enjoying those moments. But, when it's off season and stuff like that, I like to get back. My cousins own a farm and stuff like that. So, I like to get back there and ride motorbikes and do all that outdoorsy stuff, mate. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. And what's your go-to post-game feed or cheat meal?
KFC for sure. Zinger box, 6 nuggets. Have whatever you want.
Yeah, that sounds like it's well rehearsed. How good. And your favorite players to watch in the NRL?
Ooh, favorite players to watch at the moment. Bro, I'm actually liking watching the Sharks today.
Yeah.
They're 2 wingers like Katoa, Ronaldo, bro. They put on a show for the fans, and I enjoy watching their games and watching them finish tries the way they do, bro. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, nice. And if you could play for any other professional sports team in the world, who would it be?
Honestly, I'm just trying to think like what sort of attracts me in that. Probably in the Seattle Seahawks in the NFL, bro.
Nice. Joshy Curran said the same, bro.
Did he?
Yeah.
Bro, he's fake, bro. He's fake. Wilson, baby. Too quick. Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, probably Seattle.
Yeah, nice. And a run it straight challenge. Who's the one warrior you'd least like to run it straight at? Who out of the boys?
Oh, he's the one. Probably Chanel, to be honest. Like, I would not want to run at Chanel because he folds people. Like, we've done wrestle sessions and, bro, he's folded me, bro, in wrestle. So, probably Chanel.
He's a beast, man, on D. Crazy.
100.
And a few listener questions for you, bro. I've narrowed it down because, boy, did they flood in, but we've got a few here. First one comes from Blair Jones, and he said, what's your best dad moment so far? P.S. Warriors colours suit you and loving the bromance with SJ. There you go.
Best dad moment will probably be my debut. Just having her there and, holding her after with my partner and, just looking around that my dream came true, and then to have, a daughter there to enjoy those moments with, bro. That's probably my best dad moment so far.
Yeah. And Tom Harris says, what fullbacks or players did you idolize growing up?
One that comes into mind, bro, is Billy Slater for sure. I love watching Billy, the way he played and moved around the park. But not only saying that, I love watching, likes of Jared Hayne and, Dubs, Darius Boyd. When I got into my teens, I love watching Rog play his footwork and all the things that he did with the footy and off the footy, man. It's just so inspirational. So there's some of them, bro.
Nice. And Holly asks, what's your pre-kicking ritual? Where did that start from?
I don't know. I just think, what did I watch? I think so the way I set up my ball, I look at where the pump is. I got that off Shawnee. I remember watching one of Shawnee, like the way his ritual is and the way he kicks. And I got that off him. And then the swing of my arms and the way my steps go, honestly, I felt like I needed to get in the rhythm and the flow of the way I kick, and that just came to mind. And then I felt like I just stuck with it a bit, and then I fine tweaked it, going over the last couple of years. And then when it got into this season, I felt like I just really nailed down a routine, and I try and stick to that as much as I can. So I feel like I'm kicking pretty well this year, and I'm not going away from routine, and it's staying the same, bro. So I'll just keep doing that. Yeah.
Working well for sure. And do you have any players that you reach out to for advice or mentoring?
Look, last year I reached out to Shawnee, I think, once before, and he gave me a lot of good tips and stuff. But look, I don't reach out too much, because I feel like I can gravitate to Shawnee a lot, and having him there. But I feel like I go to him for some questions a lot. Cody Nicarima, I sort of turn to him a lot for advice and how I can get better. He's played in my position before and played in numerous positions, so he's got a lot of knowledge, and he's someone that I really gravitate to as well.
Nice. And finally, you're a good-looking lad, so how does it feel to be named in the Bloke in a Bar's Bloke FC squad for 2022? Because a few of the boys have said that you and Shawnee were pretty stoked to be in the mix, bro.
Bro, honestly, it's an honor to be named in that team, and then in Kebra, he's an awesome bloke and he's doing awesome things, around football and, for the fans. I feel like he gives out some of the best content, going around, and, to be named in that team, it's an honor, mate. And, there's a couple, there's some good sorts in there, mate. So that's something I'll be look back on and, be grateful for to be in that team, brother.
For sure. I'm sure you'll be in it for many more years to come, but that's all from me, bro. So thanks heaps for taking the time to have a yarn. Been unreal to hear about your journey so far. Big fan of your work. The razzle and excitement you bring to the field's unreal. So all the best for this weekend, bro, and up the Warriors.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate having me on, eh?